Right, so welcome back to the second log for Battlefront. And the first one I tried Walker Assault, and for this one I'll be trying Fighter Squadron. Now this is probably, out of all the modes on this, I think this, Supremacy and Walker Assault are the only ones I've played. So in the next few videos, when I try out the other game modes, I'll be trying them out for the first time, so that'll be fun. Now for this one, I feel like, I like it, it's a good mode, but I feel like they could have done a bit more with it. Or all in all. I mean, take Battlefront 2 as an example. You had space battles, which these are more or less like. But with those space battles, you had you could like board ships. You could go board enemy capital ships, so they're like the big star destroyers and like the I don't know why that sort of knocks off and lock on, but okay. Oh crap, got me. But yeah, you had like big enemy sort of capital ships, which you could board. You could have little fighters which you could jump in and out of. You could be either a pilot or a marine. And for this game overall, you can't really jump into vehicles, but instead the whole sort of vehicle thing is dealt with power-ups. Which is an okay way of doing it, I suppose. It's not terrible, but it does take a lot away from the experience players had, or remember from Battlefield 2. In a way, I can see how it would be disappointing for some players. Oh, there we go. And for this one, it says that there are 40 fighters in the sky, 20 Imperial fighters and 20 Rebel fighters. But only 10 on each side are controlled by the player. The other 10 are controlled by AI. As you'll see here, TIE fighter was destroyed. What that's basically saying is that, okay, I crashed into, my own shuttle. What that basically means is that I killed an AI-controlled fighter. If an ID pops up, then that's obviously controlled by the player, and it'll also tell you in the end, the scoreboard, like how many AIs you took out and how many players you took out. There you go. See, that was a player. And ooh, missile away. No, okay. I bet it is. Oh damn. Right. Yeah, and this is basically just a series of just doing that, then sort of spawning into an extra vehicle, because you can get shot down really easily in this. I seem to remember on Battlefront 2, and Battlefront 2 is the only one I've played really from the series, from the franchise. I didn't play Battlefront 1. I was thinking of playing it, but as soon as I realised, as soon as I read somewhere you couldn't jump into, there wasn't like space battles, I was like, yeah, I'm not really going to bother. I'll stick with Battlefront 2. And I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Oh, crap. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember with like Battlefront 2, it was a lot harder to shoot enemies down. And you also had like little mini games, you could call them, where you have to sort of, hang on, I will get my words out. to win the round, I think for in space battle, there were certain parts of the enemy ship you had to take out, like life support, shields, weapons and stuff like that. And you had to either bomb them and destroy them from the outside, which you could do. You could win the game by doing that. Or, if you're playing online, you could get a bunch of people into a troop transport, fly that troop transport into the enemy hangar, and then plant like detonation charges on certain terminals on the inside of the ship, which was also pretty fun. I mean, there's like I imagine the reason why this is somewhat lacking in comparison is because they obviously try to get it released before episode 7. There's like the whole sort of, because I bought this, I day one this, so I got the whole Battle of Jakku map pack. I got the early access code for it, which I'm looking forward to. And you know, as a Star Wars fan, I can imagine myself playing this quite a lot when episode 7, the tickets for which I've already been booked, I might add. But yeah, when sorry, like I said, I don't live alone, so if you hear any voices in the background, ignore them. Yeah, so I can imagine when this, like when it gets closer then to the release of episode 7, I'll be playing this a lot more, and I'll be, you know, happy I had it. And I imagine that's sort of what EA was counting on in releasing the game. You know, just like a month, I think, around a month prior to the release of episode 7. Because really, if a film for Star Wars wasn't coming out, I have my doubts that this game would have even been made. But if it was in development, they probably would have kept it in development a bit longer. Because when you consider EA also made Battlefield, and when you consider how in-depth Battlefield was in terms of like weapon attachments, for example, they would have probably kept this in a bit longer. Because this only has a handful of maps. I think Battlefield had like Battlefield 4 released with a map pack. So it had like the base maps you had with the launch, and you also had a selection of other maps as well, the China Rising maps. So in comparison, you aren't getting as much as you usually would from an EA game, really, with this title. And it's easy to sort of see it as publicity then, as something released to tie in with the film. Oh, there we go. Took on a player. Yeah, I just rambled on there, didn't I? Bloody hell. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. That was a suicide run if ever I saw it. Now you see, I can't hear the sort of like screeching the TIE fighters make because I had to put the volume down on my TV, but I can hear it, but it's not that loud. So I have no idea how it's going to sound in comparison to my commentary. Oh. Yeah, who can fly like this? And I was like, really? What? This is so awkward. That looks pretty cool though. When you actually see the like lock on and the lasers are firing in oops, sorry. The lasers are like firing in like one direction. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the flying for this, I can live with it, but I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4 lately, coming up to the release of this. Not because like I wanted to compare this with Battlefield 4 or anything, but I've had like a lot of friends lately who've started playing it again. So, okay. The Millennium Falcon just took out that TIE fighter like it wasn't even there. Wow. Yeah, cause I've had like a lot of friends play Battlefield 4 or get back into it lately, so I've been playing it a bit more. And like the flying for this is somewhat different to the flying of Battlefield 4. For example, the left analog stick actually does nothing. I imagine that's just to make the flying a bit easier for players. But it's like I was expecting that the left analog stick to sort of spin the vehicle, but it doesn't do that. Like, it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't move the ship or do the camera angles or anything like that. It's just like the right analog stick, which is, you know, it's a bit odd to get used to. But when you're used to it, I imagine it's okay. Actually, no, the left analog stick controls speed. Hang on. Yes. The speed of your vehicle. So, pushing the analog stick forward makes it faster, pushing it backwards makes it go slower. That's about all it does. And this is the I think, oh wow, look at that score, 184. We're barely getting 120. What is going on? Oh, that was a good glitch. And well, I've played 2 games there, so I'll call it an end here. Hope you've enjoyed looking at it. I haven't really talked much about anything else in this video, but I've showed you the Fighter Squadron game mode, which comes with the game. Next, I'll probably be showing off the Supremacy game mode, so you've got that to look forward to. And I will be seeing you in the next video. Please subscribe. The subscribe button should be at the top of the video, top of the screen. And I will see you in the next video, which you can just press the next icon that should be next to the subscribe button. Take care.